Hello guys, DJParson here and I'm back for the next season of the International Championship. And as you guys can see, we're not longer in the Excel spreadsheet. We are now on the official CGE website because the tournaments are run through their system now. They're still organized by Piara, so a lot of thanks to him. He also found the time to do his own channel, so I will be linking Piara's YouTube channel in the description, so you should definitely follow him. He does some really nice strategy videos. So definitely check that out. Also really crazy, we have 553 players for this international championship. That's the biggest number of players ever. That is actually insane. That's even more players than I have subscribers, which is also pretty crazy. So if you haven't subscribed yet, maybe we can get more subscribers than players in the international championship. Who knows? But looking at all of these names, that is really crazy. Such amazing times through the ages. And if you take a look closer, I'm in Masters 2 last season, as you guys know. What was really close, that was this one historic territory that we are not talking about, but that happened. And yeah, I'm still in Master, so if you guys don't know how this works, the top league is the Grandmaster, and then there are 2 Masters, 4 Platinums, and so forth. And the top player will rank up to the higher league, so we have to win this to come up to Grandmaster, which is pretty hard against 7 or 6 other really strong players that we're gonna see. We're playing with the standings. Of course, standings are still 0 points. No one has finished anything yet. This season we're playing against Mushan, Tamiris, Ranch 99. Then there's myself against Octavian, G, and Kimmo. So yeah, good luck and have fun, you guys. I hope we have some amazing games. And talking about these games, first game will be Mushan, DJParson, and G. So I'm really excited for that game, and I will see you in the match. So Mushan takes Moses for his first turn. So let's first take a look at the leaders and wonders that we have in the mix. Let's start in H3. We have Bill Gates, Marlene, Steve Jobs, but no Pierre. There's also International Red Cross, so food becomes a lot more important. And in H2 we do have Suez Canal and Ocean Liner Service, and even the railroad. Big fan of those 3. Nobel, really good. Then there's Catherine, Shakespeare, Gaudi. Okay, Nobel definitely really important. He can save us if we have low sign protection. And then else we see Magic Castle, Machu Picchu, Great Wall, Saladin, no, Jan Žižka, but Leonardo, okay. And then in H1 we have Library, Rome Roads, and Colosseum. Those 3 are really solid. And then Sun Tzu. Okay, so let's take a look what we can take. We could take Colosseum and Homer. Then we would have a lot of happy faces. We could also go for the Roman roads. But yeah, maybe just take Homer and Colosseum. Alternatively would probably be the Roman roads, but yeah, maybe Roman roads are better, but Colosseum for 1, and then we also can grab Homer. And the rest of the leaders also isn't that great, so it's like if there were better leaders. I mean, Sun Tzu is pretty fine, but there's no Jan Žižka, no Columbus, and no Genghis Khan, so Sun Tzu doesn't feel that strong. So it's okay to take Homer in this position, I think. So I like that, so I'm gonna go with that. So G takes the Roman roads. Mushan now we'll take the library, so we don't get that. But I mean, we have the Colosseum anyway, so let's see. Oh, Engineering Genius A and 1 coming down. That looks pretty promising. I mean, 3 selections, even for the Engineering Genius 1, is quite expensive, and we do want to build our mine. And we do want to increase population. So maybe just take the Engineering Genius A here. Could elect Homer. And then, yeah, then these yellow cards, switch land, frugality, and cultural heritage, not that great. So maybe we don't elect Homer, take Engineering Genius A here. Alternatively, yeah, but I mean, I like this, taking the engineering genius A. Next turn we can elect Homer. Maybe we get early Saladin, that would be great once we get rid of Homer. So I think this looks pretty good. So going with that, let's see what the first two cards are that we draw. Territory and Dark Ages. Yeah, not the greatest potential yet. Maybe we can go for the territories, but yeah. So green elects Caesar and takes Frugality. Mushan will take Engineering Genius 1 for 2 at least. Yeah, that's really good, getting the Engineering Genius 1. But this means Saladin comes down to 1. That's really good for us, I think. Yeah, that's really good. We have a free population. We can play the Dark Ages, I think. Mushan has the Library of Alexandria, so he's gonna have a lot of science, so he might lose a lot from the Dark Ages. So I think I like that, playing that. Development of markets, so we can take some more resources. I definitely want Saladin. Thing is, I could finish the Colosseum this turn, but I think, yeah, I need that lab, right? Yeah, build that lab first. Then I can elect Homer. And build a step of the Colosseum. Next time we can finish that. Maybe replace Homer, get the free happy face. Not having a free population, that's okay, I guess. Means more food for us. Yeah, that's a tough choice. If we increase population, or if we go for the Colosseum. Maybe don't really want a free religion that much. We already get 1 happy face from Colosseum, 1 from Homer. But having that free worker is still pretty important. Next time we can finish the Colosseum and elect Saladin. Yeah, but I think I'm gonna go with the Colosseum here. This way, next turn we can finish the Colosseum, play Saladin. We don't get our selection back from Homer, but then we have 1 selection left that can be very important to grab some very important technology cards. So I don't want to be in a position where I can't grab any cards. So this feels okay to skip the free population. So green, development of civil life, and finish Roman roads, nothing else, but looks good. Mushan will open the development of crafts, and yeah, probably finishes that with engineering genius. Handles Aurora, I guess not to have corruption, and then it's our turn. We could play the wealthy territory. Could do that. We could even go for cartography. Yeah, so what do we want to do? We want to finish the Colosseum and play Saladin. And then we have... Look, we can use this to raise population. Finish this, play Saladin. Yes, we want to use Homer. Then we don't get our civil action back. So we can just build a warrior if we want to. And then if we open something that gives resources or anything, we will have corruption. So maybe this is a good spot to just say we don't play politics, we don't open anything that can ruin our turn. If we get 1 or 2 food or anything, we're gonna have corruption if we play like this, because I want to take a card, I think. There is Marlene, so we could go for drama. And there's no Bach, but Shakespeare, yeah, questionable, but we have a lot of happy faces from Colosseum and Homer, so we don't need a lot of happy faces, so we can definitely go for dramas as our last happiness attack, so to speak. Often the problem with drama is that you don't get enough happy faces, but we already have 2, so I think I like that plan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So knights stay on 2 for green, so that doesn't change a lot. And then yeah, taking the drama, I think I like that. We could alternatively say we increase population. And then we could also play something. Because if it's free warrior or free religion, we want to take advantage of that. And there's another drama. Yeah, maybe that is better. And then we can also play the wealthy territory. Yeah, I think I like that more. I convinced myself that this should be better. It's pretty likely that it's either development of warfare, religion, or the planning, and then one of those two. So having that free population, yeah, should be very good. So yeah, I think I want to play the wealthy territory. We have one colonization card already. Okay, there's food, so we can raise population. To the rest, basically the same. Oh, not like this. First finish this, then improve it. Go for this, and then build a warrior using Homea's special ability once. So yeah, this seems very good. Now we have the free population and don't have to take cartography. It's only one wealthy territory, and we do have extra card draw now from the Colosseum, so that should be good. So I think I like that. And then of course we take the civil action for now. Don't need the strength next turn, and then yeah, it should be good. Scientific breakthrough. Yeah, maybe there's one alchemy. That's the last one, so probably not gonna play the scientific breakthrough. So development of politics. Let's see if Caesar plays politics again. He does good harvest. Okay, so we're not punished for being the weakest at the moment. And then he upgrades and takes alchemy. Okay. And then Mushan will open the wealthy territory. Okay, so let's think about what we want to do. And obviously we can just bid 3. Just through another one from the development of politics. So 3 probably not enough. Everybody has a lot of military cards in hand. We could commit to another warrior. Then we have a lot of resources next turn. Maybe we can spend that, I don't know, on iron. If blue doesn't take that away. Maybe on the Great Wall or something. That's probably harder. Maybe Machu Picchu. We can find spaces to spend those resources. And it's only 2 warriors. We can increase population then and rebuild them if we need to. Yeah, let's bid 4, I would say. And then see who wins it. And we win for 3+. So just like this. Seems really good. We have a lot of resources now. Perfect. And Mushan goes for knights. Does he have a tactic with that? Yes, he does. Medieval army goes up to 6. Yeah, so we start to have have to be a little bit cautious with that. But with Saladin we can always take the strength if we want to, and we have extra military actions, so no problem. Probably don't want to play something this turn. I mean, Dark Ages would really hurt us. And if we spend our science earlier, like if we spend that this turn, it's still gonna be nice. Iron would be great. Spends our science, we can upgrade our resource production greatly. And then we can go for something like 3 warriors. And the tactics, so we go up to 5. Then I would really like the Great Wall, but simply don't have the civil actions for that. I mean, there's 1 knight left. Don't know if we're gonna get that or not. Yeah, but definitely want to develop something. Could go for iron, and if we go for iron, then we can't really go for the Great Wall as well. That would mean corruption. Could upgrade all of them and build a 1 warrior and maybe take the strength. I mean, also we don't really have to be afraid. We have 3 military actions. Yeah, but I like not being the weakest. We don't know which cards might be coming up. Yeah, so going for the iron puts us in a good position with our resource production. And then we have a pretty clean turn if we just build 2 warriors. Play the tactic up to 5. We're stronger than green, so he maybe can't play 2 politics. So that would be pretty good. So it's a good setup turn with the coal. It's nice that we can sneak in 2 coals. and then go for the warriors. Not the greatest going for 3 warriors if you already have the Colosseum. If you want to go for swordsmen, rather go for the knights, but yeah, they're not showing up, so we need some strength. And yeah, probably still taking the civil action, not the strength for now, and getting rid of one of these raids. We're not drawing any new cards, but yeah, that happens. And a pact between green and blue here, the open borders. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Blue really doesn't have to be afraid of any aggressions from green at this point. And green will take the Great Wall and Eleanor. Interesting. And 3 warriors already. And now Mushan will play something as well. And the Dark Ages, so we don't lose anything. So yeah, perfect for us. Green losing 2 and 1 lost from blue. It's okay. Not the end of the world. But yeah, they are probably not happy about that. Definitely not. So we are the weakest, so we probably don't want to play anything. And we do get the swordsman, that is pretty nice. I will definitely take those. Yeah, skip the politics and take the swordsman. Can't even go for them this turn. Science is looking like a big problem, but yeah, I can't really do anything right now. Probably want to get my strength up higher than green here. Could play 2 events, so if we don't get stronger, then we could get punished for that. And I still want to take my civil actions from Saladin. Then we can upgrade this and maybe take irrigation and frugality, getting up some food production. Alternatively, yeah, if it's reds, I'm really gonna regret not increasing population this turn. So I could not take the frugality, but increase population instead. How likely are reds? I mean, green probably didn't play them. Blue could have. Blue could have played them. But with the frugality we can increase population 2 times. 2 times next turn. I think I like that more. And then 7 is pretty nice. We could upgrade 1 more, but I don't think I want to do that at this point. Take the civil action from this. And then we only draw 1 card, but yeah, that's the vast territory. Interesting, maybe we can go for territories. Green elects Eleanor, almost finishes the Great Wall. Now Mushan has the choice between Nostradamus and Barbarossa and Call to Arms. Luckily we're only the 2nd weakest, so we lose 1 civil action. Mushan will go for Lab and Barbarossa. Okay, Barbarossa, so yeah, he really wants to go for a lot of strength, it seems. With the Bread and Circus and already 4 units, and he plans to get more with Barbarossa. Yeah, not bad. So, what do we want to do here? Could play the Scientific Breakthrough, we are not the weakest at least. Yeah, we need science at some point. Could play the Vast, but yeah, don't really see that being so good. So, we could also skip. What are we doing this turn? We don't have the science, so I want to take this breakthrough, and I maybe even want to take this breakthrough. And that feels pretty bad, but what else am I gonna do with my turn? Let's take a look if we need any of these technologies. There's Marlene, so we could grab the drama and like an urban growth. Then we don't do anything else. It's a setup turn. We can maybe upgrade the last swordsman. Yeah, getting the drama. We have 2 epic phases from here, so dramas, yeah, they work really well. So I think I like this overall. Don't really have the science to support all of this, but drama and irrigation are pretty cheap. And with a breakthrough, we could even go for both of them next turn. We still have food. I could think about not grabbing the urban growth, but increase population once. Or even twice. I mean, if there are rats in here, that would be bad, and we haven't seen the rats yet. So that could be a possibility. Either of these guys. I guess blue probably didn't play rats. Yeah, but I like getting the drama. like the breakthrough and the drama. Guess we don't need the resource from the urban growth, so we increase population. But if you do it, we have to use the frugality, I think. I mean, we could save that because of the rats. Don't need this population soon, I think. And then we get irrigation, and then we get more population. Yeah, a little bit afraid of the rats. Maybe that's not usually what I play around, but I think in this case I want to keep the frugality for now. Yeah, and still take the extra civil action. Keep one of the plunders and see what else we can draw. Maybe if we draw a lot of colonization cards, we still can go for the vast territory, but not like this. So he opens Knowledge of the Ancients, 2 more signs for us. Finishes the Great Wall, goes up to 9. Okay, upgrades Warriors to go up to 9. And then Mushan will play something, and it's, oh no, Uncertain Borders. That hurts. Right after we get a little bit weaker than green. That really, really hurts. But yeah, can't do anything about that now. So we are the weakest, so still skipping the politics. Another breakthrough that is really great. Maybe the irrigation. We can upgrade that 2 times even if we want. Next turn we can increase population, and with frugality can use that. We can also only increase once. Then we have 4 food next turn. Can increase population with frugality, and the turn after that we can increase again. Then we could put in 1 drama already. Getting that drama going. I'm thinking about civil actions from Saladin or the strength. I mean, we just got hit. Yeah, I probably should take the strength. Especially against blue here. If we don't take the strength, we're at 8. He could play an aggression. If we take the strength, we're at 10, he's at 14. We just would need 1 defend card, so I don't think he's gonna risk that. So I'm probably taking the strength here. Also makes us stronger than green at the moment, so I like that. And then we can probably get rid of, yeah, probably the tactic and the enslave. Maybe the plunder can come in handy at some point. We're really hoping for 1 defend card here. Sadly no, but yeah, just hoping that Mushan won't play an aggression on us now. So green goes for the iron, can upgrade 2 times. And let's see if blue plays an aggression. Please not. Nope, he doesn't. Barbarians doesn't hit us, but hits green, so he will lose a population. And then Mushan does not take Himeji Castle. Interesting, he doesn't have a wonder in construction, so he could have taken that if he wanted. And we can take that. And even finish it this turn. This is perfect. And then we can maybe play the cultural influence, because we would produce culture from our dramas and from the Himeji Castle. So that seems really, really strong. And inhabited territory comes up. Said we don't have any colonization cards. This is going to be probably very good for blue here. Yeah, blue can send away an army, rebuild with Barbarossa maybe. But I can't really bid more than 1 warrior, so yeah, I can just bid up to 2. So green wins that for 3+ only. I really would have thought that blue would bid more, but like this, it's really nice and cheap for green here. That's pretty nice for him. And now our turn. Yeah, probably still taking the Magic Castle and then just finishing it, so we can stay off of blue's aggression or anything. Yeah, finish that immediately. Seems pretty good. We are missing civil action, so yeah, Conman and Republic would be pretty great. Code of Laws is too expensive for 2, can't take that. Can't take the Conman or Republic for 3 either. There's still all 4 of them left, so I think we just have to accept that we can't take these. Image Castle will really help us. We can go for Republic with the Colosseum, so maybe we can even go for Revolution, or we go for Scientific Method next turn, and then we get a lot of science production, and then yeah, we can go for the Republic or Conman in another way. But yeah, like this is pretty nice. We get our culture production going, we stay off of blue's aggression. No idea what's coming next, but culture influence would be great. And then you can actually take the civil action, I believe. That should be enough. Strength to defend with the magic castle. Now blue won't play an aggression on us, I believe. So yeah, we got on to 10. We can defend with the magic castle always. So maybe just draw one defend card. And then getting rid of some of these aggressions. Maybe I keep the plunder for now. That's yeah, plunder is probably the best one. It's pretty cheap and would be great. Not having a lot of hopes that we would win that, but still drawing another 2 aggressions. And foray, won by us. That is by us and blue. That's really nice. He will take Constitutional Monarchy. Build 2 swordsmen up. So he's stronger than us now. And it will be Crusades, so losing 4 culture. Not the greatest, but also not the worst. And blue will go for scientific methods, upgrading his science production by quite a lot. And then, do we want to play something probably not as the weakest? So vast territory is pretty bad for us anyway, and scientific breakthrough as well. I think I'm gonna take 1 food, then I can increase population 2 times with the frugality. And this looks pretty promising. Republic and Napoleon. We can go for the Republic next turn with the Revolution, save a lot of science. And then we have Colosseum with one military action and Napoleon with another military action. So Republic is definitely okay, in my opinion. And then we can build 1 more drama for the culture influence, and in general that's really nice. We have a lot of resources, so maybe looking for a new wonder soon. Could definitely go for ocean liner or railroad, or any of these. I think they all seem pretty solid. And also looking for new military technologies with Napoleon, but all of them are still in, so we should get cavalrymen or cannons or both. And then next turn we can just do a revolution. And the way I see it, maybe we even can do the revolution without having corruption. And because we're going to spend all of our civil actions anyway next turn, we can take the resource, the strength from Saladin, so we get stronger than green, not the weakest anymore. And yeah, we're going to lose all of our civil actions next turn anyway because of the revolution for the Republic, which I definitely think is worth it. The very early revolution into Republic, it's still beginning of Age 2, so I like that very much that we get that. And probably can get rid of this and some of these aggressions, maybe the annex. Yeah, it seems pretty unlikely that we can go for an aggression anyway, but yeah, going with that. And then we draw mobile artillery. That is a very good tactic, but we have 3 swordsmen already, so that's a really hard transition into that. So it depends a lot on what we get, but at least we do have a tactic already. Blue opens the cultural influence. Great, we get 6 culture from that. And it goes for a revolution. Just like that. And then blue opens strategic territory. Yeah, sadly we don't have any cards. We could bid a little bit. It would be a nice way to transition into like mobile artillery, but we don't have the knights, we don't have the cannons for that, so we can't like bid all of the swordsmen. Can bid 2 if we get it, it would be nice, but yeah, green gets it for 5. He wins the territory for 1 swordsman and 2 cards, takes architecture, gets the science going, really nice, and more food for him. 8 food in the bank, so he will be able to use Barossa a few more times. Not looking bad for him. He's missing a little bit of resources, so maybe he's hoping to get one of those coals. And now our turn. I mean, we are not the weakest, but I mean, we have a pretty nice turn coming up with Republic and Napoleon. We could play international negotiations or something while we're not the weakest. But if we gain anything, then we will have corruption or something like that. But maybe international negotiations will be pretty good. We have Napoleon, we should be pretty strong at some point. Yeah, come on, let's play it. And we open up historic territory. We can't really bid a lot for that. Again, not strong with the territory game this match, so we can bid one swordsman, but not really more. And blue wins it for 3, just 1 warrior, pretty nice for him. Now we want to do revolution. That seems pretty good. We save a lot of science, so going for the revolution. The one thing we have to consider is if we want to play Napoleon first. But there's really no big reason. We can easily take the civil action with Saladin and then next turn play Napoleon. We don't really need the strength, I think. I mean, yes, green could... I mean, if green plays another swordsman, he's gonna get 3 plus 5 more strength. So playing Napoleon or taking the strength doesn't even matter then. So it guaranteed stronger on green's turn. And after that he is gonna get stronger if he builds a swordsman. So I don't think we have to get the strength. We can still take the civil action. Because alternatively we could play Napoleon first and then do this. So we stay at 12 strength. But yeah, we also don't need the military action that much. I want to take the civil action from Saladin then. So I like that. Also, I don't want to build a swordsman or anything, especially not with Napoleon. So this seems perfectly fine. Taking the civil action and getting rid of these aggressions, I believe. Maybe the scientific breakthrough. We don't produce a lot of science at all. Maybe keeping one of these plunders. Even though that's from H1, maybe we can keep the aggression. Maybe we can get rid of both aggressions actually. I don't really see a big chance of that ever going through. And you draw a lot of aggressions anyway, so if we need one, probably should get one. Okay, we get the wars instead, which is probably even better. So there was the historic territory, and I did not overbid, and green wins it. This is not a good colony game for me, I'm not getting any of those, but yeah, historic. It's pretty nice for him, I guess, but yeah. Didn't really need that. Mushan will open National Pride and he wins that. Still, he doesn't have a lot of production, but we'll go up to 4 now. Take cannons and cavalrymen and urban growth. I can definitely play something if I want to. I could go for scientific method and play scientific breakthrough. Yeah, maybe I like that. Maybe I like the scientific breakthrough here. And then see what we get. It's rebellion. Nobody's hit by that. I definitely want to go for the scientific method. I could also go for Kremlin, I guess. Kremlin and finish it this turn already. Go for scientific method once. I mean, the Kremlin would give me one more military action, which I definitely could use. Probably want cannons as well. I mean, I could go with Kremlin. Finish that. Pick scientific method and cannons. Don't want to miss out on the cannons, so they are the last ones. Especially with Napoleon. I want cannons. And I want the last cavalryman as well, I think. And then next turn I can spend my turn going for a scientific method. Yeah, that seems pretty good. National negotiations. Will green get stronger next turn? Probably. Yeah, he will probably build like a swordsman. That is going to be quite a lot of strength for him, then he can't really stay stronger. Could go up to 12 if we take the strength or play Napoleon. So we will become the weakest after his turn, that is. Which is maybe fine. So... yeah, taking the strength doesn't really make sense. If he builds a swordsman, he gets 2 from that, 2 from the Legion and 1 from the Great Wall. That is 5. And he will be at 13. And we can't go up to 13, we can only go up to 12. So 12 or 10 doesn't matter, so again we can take this civil action. That seems pretty nice. I could rethink this turn and not go for the Kremlin, but maybe wait a little and go for Oceanliner Service or something. Go for Scientific Method this turn. I can still go for Scientific Method and Cannons next turn if I want to. And I'm in no hurry to go for the Scientific Breakthrough, that has still a lot of time. Oceanliner could be great, but I also like the Kremlin quite a lot. We can build another drama. And once we, or if we get Marlene, we will have no more problems with heavy faces anyway. So the Kremlin seems pretty good to me. So going with that, taking the civil action. Probably getting rid of the developed territory. I'm not feeling the territories. I mean, I got the wealthy, but yeah. Don't think I want to go for that, and definitely keep the tactic for now. Hopefully I draw a better one. Like defensive army. Napoleonic, if we get the last cavalryman, that's also very nice with Napoleon especially. And popularization of science, we only get 2 culture from that. Yeah, but okay. But it's not great. And he will go for Maria. He goes for another swordsman, go up to 13, exactly what we thought. And let's see if Mushan will reveal something. Punching the weakest. Oh yes, international negotiations. That's pretty bad. Guess he's gonna take science, maybe resources. Goes for strategy. Okay, we have to be very, very careful now. Very, very careful. And he did take away 3 resources. Okay. So still no cavalryman for us. So let's see what we want to do here. We probably want to go for Napoleon. We might want to go for cannons. Build 1. At least we go up to 17. With the magic castle we still should be able to defend, I think. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna play an aggression on us if we do this. And I would love scientific methods. We can go for 1 of those. Maybe with nationalism and reserves. That seems pretty good. And then we could think about, I mean, breakthrough would be great. Yeah, we have so many civil actions. We can take a bunch of stuff. Where did we do that? Yeah. This seems pretty good. Could think about, I don't know, taking railroad, but I think I want the way of nationalism and the reserves in my hand here. And I can think about what else I want to take. Could go for architecture. Could not go for the scientific method this turn. Sort of everything like this, but don't go for the scientific method, but go for breakthrough reserves, way of nationalism. Yeah, what else can we go for? I mean, scientific method this turn wouldn't be bad. And the breakthrough for 3 is pretty expensive. If this, I still have enough resources for most of the things I need. One problem is I can't go for cavalryman next turn, which I would need for the Napoleonic army, so that's a problem. So maybe delay the scientific method 1 turn and go with breakthrough. And then I could upgrade food production, so next turn we have 5, so we can increase population. Yeah, I guess we're gonna get some problems with our happy faces because of this Kremlin now. So maybe I'm not so sure anymore about that. At least we still have a great culture production, and we should be able to defend anything with our magic castle. So this looks pretty great. Taking all of these yellow cards, I like that. Don't really need engineering genius, don't have the science for architecture. So next turn we can go for scientific method if we want to, or we can go for the cavalryman if we need to. So this looks like a good setup turn. I mean, we have the best culture production. Blue has a lot of culture already, so we really have to catch up. But I guess we'll have to try that in H3 here. But we also have to defend. He is in a pretty nice position, Mushan here, having nice military and nice culture already, but not the best production, not a lot of resource production as well. So yeah, he doesn't have that, so that's at least good for us. I don't think I want to play politics, nah, not really. So with this, and for leaders we can go for Marlene or Bill Gates if we want to, and all the others could also work if we go for the scientific method. So like that, maybe we can, and we don't need the mobile artillery. If we go for tactics, if we get cavalrymen, we're gonna go for Napoleonic army because we have the swordsman already, so it wouldn't really make sense to keep that. And then maybe immigration, we might get happiness problems, so I don't want to keep that. And then see, maybe draw defensive army or something. Nope, another war, so probably no war coming from blue here. And one defend card means we can nicely defend, I think. Yeah, that's pretty important as well. And international agreement, blue wins that. So it's gonna be interesting if he does take the opportunity to take stuff. And green will take away the cavalryman for 3. That is pretty unusual, but I guess he knew that we wanted that as well. So we now have to hope for some pretty early tanks. There's one infantry, but no tanks. Mushan will take the international thing and go with another lab. He has great science going, 10 science production for him. He is prepared for Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, Einstein. So not bad for him, especially with the 75 culture already. Doesn't have a lot of resources, but yeah. No, we have a problem with happy faces. Could play something here. But I don't think I want to do that. Yeah, pretty bad that we don't get the cavalrymen. That way we can't go for the Napoleonic army. And happy faces are a problem now because of the Kremlin. I would have thought we... Yeah, I didn't really think we would have so many problems with that. I could go for scientific method, especially with the scientific breakthrough coming pretty soon. Then I could take modern infantry. I have to delete something, I think. I don't think there's any other way. I can't really afford to delete the swordsman. So I guess I have to delete this lab. I can rebuild into one opera or one drama. So I get 10 culture production. That is pretty nice. 3 science production, not the most, but that will have to do. And then we could... I mean, we already have irrigation, so I don't really want to go into selective breeding. These are all technologies, and as we said, we don't have a lot of science, and we probably need 9 science for the tanks. I mean, I could... Yeah, I can't... I mean, I could delete the iron, but I don't think I want to do that. I need my resources as well. And maybe with a few reserves we get more population out. Maybe we can go for Chaplain for the happy faces or something to get that under control. But yeah, in the end, not super happy with the Kremlin. The unhappy worker really giving us problems now. And we don't really need the civil and military actions that much. I guess I might go for democracy just to take it away. I guess blue especially would really love that. Nothing else to really take here. It's the only H3 card. I really want modern infantry if we draw the correct tactic, like positional army or even entrenchments, but yeah, mainly the positional army. We can just go for the modern infantry and upgrade that, and then we finally fulfill another tactic and not this legion. So I definitely want that, and the rest seems good as well. Democracy to take that away mainly. Good thing about patriotism, but can't take that for 2, so yeah, taking away the democracy, I think. Still have the Wave of Nationalism to defend and everything, and the Magic Castle. Get rid of one of these was, maybe even two. Yeah, maybe get rid of these cards. See if I draw a tactic on impact. And it's gotta be shock troops. It is a tactic, not a good one. And Bill Gates comes out. I hope that green takes him, because if Mushan gets Bill Gates, he's looking so strong. He has the most culture already. He has good military, and then Bill Gates will give him the resource protection, the one thing that he's missing at the moment. So I really hope that green will take Bill Gates away. I mean, he has alchemy, so maybe that's something he wants to do. I really hope he does. And green opens the vast territory. We would really love that. That would help so much with our population, with our happy faces. We could immediately rebuild a lot with our Wave of Nationalism. But the problem is Mushan has his turn still ahead of him, so he can play an aggression on us, which would really hurt. Like this we can defend, but if we bid too much for this, then we can't. So I think I might just go with 7, maybe make it expensive for him. I mean, it has 4 colonization force. He has like 1 or 2 cards. Maybe we can force him into sending away the knight or the rifleman instead of the warrior. I think I'll have to risk that. I mean, we go down to 11. So we can definitely not defend against an aggression, which is pretty bad. Alternatively, could just go for a war or something if we overbid this much. Yeah, but maybe try to make it expensive for him. I don't want to win this, so if I win this, maybe this is a mistake. Maybe it's a mistake anyway, but I just try to make it a little bit expensive for him. Oh boy. Yeah. So he didn't have a lot of colonization cards. So I'll have to send this. I mean, I could keep the defend cards and all. No, I have to get the maximum efficiency. So we lose our cards, so he probably will play an aggression. Maybe even the war, who knows. But maybe he can't risk the war because we have great potential with Napoleon. So this vast territory will really help us. But it's kind of expensive. So yeah, that wasn't the plan to win this. We'll have to try to make that work. Don't know if that was a mistake. If it was, I wouldn't have done it. Or if I thought it was a mistake, I wouldn't have done it. Looks like blue really doesn't have a lot of colonization cards and didn't want to send a lot. Yeah, I'm not sure how this will work out in the end. But I felt like I had to do something. We would get more and more happiness problems. So I think it's a great territory to get, a little bit expensive, and especially that aggression that might come from blue now. That will hurt quite a lot, especially if he has something like the plunders and then we can't rebuild. He could also have a war already, war of a culture. Who knows, maybe he gets... I mean, he doesn't have a lot of resources, so that's good. So he can't go for an air force or something. And we have a lot of potential with the Wave of Nationalism and reserves. If we get like the tanks that we really want and go for Napoleonic army, then it's looking pretty good. So yeah, not sure about this. We will see how it turns out. Green will upgrade his food production pretty nicely. Goes for patriotism. Doesn't have... Okay, goes for hussars. Interesting. And blue will play the aggression, and we cannot defend even if we sacrifice. We still don't have enough, but it's only the aggression from H2, the plunder. Yeah, we will have to try pretty hard not to get another aggression next turn, but this is definitely not a good start. So we have to concede that. And he will take 5 resources from us. Grabs Air Force, and he did get Bill Gates, so he's at 9 production now. Goes up even more strength. And yeah, we had 1 resource now. And there are tanks at least. That's pretty good. We also could go for scientific method if we play them above balance. What is blue lacking for balance? Culture, he probably gets more on that, so I don't know if I want to play the balance here. I mean, yeah, we probably build 1 scientific method as well. Let's first see what we do. I definitely think I should need to go for this tank. With the wave of nationalism, I can build immediately one and play the Napoleonic army, so this way I should be able to defend. Become second strongest. And then I could grab the revolutionary idea or the reserves. Both of them are pretty important. Probably revolutionary idea more, so I still have reserves in hand. So like this. I mean, I could play the Symbol of Balance, I could play the Prosperity, but blue has a lot of happy faces. So probably don't want to play the Prosperity. And if we get Marlene, we're gonna have a lot of happy faces as well. And blue can't really go for Marlene, so... Okay, let's go for the Prosperity. We need more food anyway. It's 2 culture that we get from that. Don't build up our science production anyway. So going for the scientific breakthrough. Yeah, blue's getting so much now with Bill Gates as well. Those labs are so much worth it. You can also still go for wars and everything. 33 science saved up after getting the scientific breakthrough. Still have to go for the tanks, away from nationalism. Build that. Go up to 25 and grab the... Yeah, I would love to take reserves and revolutionary idea, but can't fit both of them in. I mean, it's a very, very early oil. I could go for something like that, like oil and reserves, but I can't build it. I can't develop the oil next turn anyway. So I think I'll just go with the revolutionary idea. Who knows? Maybe you get the other oil. Even though green could go for this one, yeah, we could get the other one. Don't know if we want that necessarily, but that's at least an option. But yeah, we need the revolutionary idea to be able to go for air forces, military theory, and all of that stuff. So at least our production and our food production is looking better now, and we don't have to concern ourselves with happy faces anymore. So it was pretty costly, the vast territory, but now that we've stabilized, I think I like it overall. And we still have 10 culture productions, so we go up to 70, and blue is some defending cards, so that's nice. And we could theoretically go for a war if we get air forces. And blue is at 77, so pretty close, but we lose a lot more than him. And iconoclasm, oh no, that is definitely not good for us. Losing Napoleon here, we get on to 19, so blue might play in another aggression. Or I might immediately go for a war. Green will copy the tactic, is at 25 now. And Mushan will declare war on us. That's pretty bad. Yeah, I start to really regret that colony. Maybe that was a misplay again. He can just go for an air force. And another knight goes up to 57. Oh man. And yeah, we don't have the most resources. If we had like an air force, it would be pretty okay. If we had Napoleon Air, there's no way to talk around this. And there's no way that we could defend against Mushan here. Maybe giving him the resources from the aggression was too much. Maybe we shouldn't have gone for the vast territory. But in retrospective, it's always easy to say something like that. We have to find a way where we can do something. Maybe just play the Symbol of Balance now. It's 3 culture now. Maybe get something that helps us. I think I'll have to try that. Crime wave doesn't help us, not at all. So what do we do here? I mean, we don't have enough resources for another army, so we can't actually get a lot of strength. We could go for oil, revolutionary idea, oil, upgrade once, and go for Marie Curie. So she gives some strength. She gives the strength for the scientific method, of course, but that's still 2 strength. We gain 3 culture production, so we definitely need a new leader. We can't now wait for the others. Also, they wouldn't be that great besides Marlene. So I think going for Marie this turn feels pretty good. I could have grabbed the efficient upgrade for the next iron to oil upgrade. probably like to get the International Red Cross, but yeah, I think going with Marie here is more important to get our culture production up even more. So I think, yeah, after this war there's no chance that we can win against blue, so we just have to find a way to win against green here, which will be pretty hard. I mean, we just went for the improv balance, we can play around that a little bit. International Red Cross would also be really amazing, but I want to go for this Marie Curie now. Given the culture, the science, and the strength. Then maybe grab a fission upgrade for the next oil, yeah. Will someone else? I mean, green will now definitely take the International Red Cross. I guess he can take that and build 3 steps. That's pretty good for him. But I mean, I could take that and build a couple of steps, but then that's our whole turn, and I probably need some more population and everything. So I think this is the best I can do for this turn. At least we get our science up. Not enough air forces again. So if I could grab Revolutionary Idea instead, that would be perfect, but I don't think I have... Yeah, I have a choice. I want to grab oil. I have to play the Revolutionary Idea to go for that oil. I want to upgrade once. Yeah, and then go for Marie, so I can't take the Revolutionary Idea as well. And then the rest. Let's go with efficient upgrade. Alternatively, I could just increase population. Play reserves for resources. Do I really need the efficient upgrade? Do I not want to spend my civil actions on this maybe? I'd probably like some more. I mean, all of these wonders will be gone as well. Just a couple left. Could also go for a really big import of balance, like with the mechanized agriculture or something. But then science is our problem. We could build one. I don't know if I need the efficient upgrade, but some more resources. We have 9 production now, which is pretty nice, but not the most yet. Don't think I want to go for the mechanized agriculture. There's also another one. Yeah, let's just go with efficient upgrade. Not looking so great this game at all. Can't defend against that at all, but okay, now there's a bit of agriculture, so if we can grab the next mechanized agriculture, we can go for that. That will be pretty good for the improv of balance, and then for this impact. And maybe we can find a way to have more culture than green in the end. I mean, blue could go for another war against green, just needs 1 more air force, and then yeah, he would be so strong. 31 science. Yeah, he's looking really good. So he will steal a lot of our culture. At least we still have a lot of production, so it might get close between me and green now. And green will go for multimedia himself. Yeah, gets up his science production with Einstein now. That's pretty good for him. Will mean a lot of culture. And now Mushan. Oh, we have to decide if we want to sacrifice something, but that's way too early for that, so we can pass. And there's the war outcome. We go down to 42. So it will be interesting what Mushan does with the rest of his game. I think he's pretty securely won now. He can... I guess he can decide if he wants to go for another war, maybe against green. So our fate is a lot in blue's hand now. If he goes for war against green, maybe we can come in front of green, but there's no way that we catch up to Mushan here. And maybe just goes for another aggression on us. It's really up to him. And an aggression that was successful. So Mushan doesn't want us to get any stronger. We'll take the fast food chains. I mean, at least he didn't play another war. That could have been pretty devastating. But yeah, losing our leader also pretty bad. Can't skip politics here, I guess. But would that be any good for us? Not yet, so probably not going for that. Revolutionary ideas seem great. We can grab both those, military theory as well, so we become not quite stronger, but almost. Upgrade this with the efficient upgrade. I mean, that's a great turn to grab a lot of stuff. I mean, we're still in the danger of another aggression. But those revolutionary ideas, those are really, really great. I like having those. I like having reserves. So it could become close. We have 12 resource production now, so that's looking good. We could still go for the war with all of our resources. If we get the last Air Force, we could go for war against green maybe. We have that in Magic Castle, so maybe we still have a chance to become second player or second place in this game. I think this is good, taking all of these cheap yellow cards, 2 revolutionary ideas and reserves for 1 civil action each. That's really, really great. We don't really need any of these technologies. We already have cannons, tanks, and the modern infantry in hand. So if we draw the modern army or something, we can easily go for that. We could also go for another Napoleonic army if we want to. Losing our leader is pretty hurtful. Not sure why Mushan went against us and not green. Might be a couple of different reasons. Not 100% sure. But also can't say that I disagree. We could think about building another unit here. We could build cannon to become stronger than green. I think I like that overall. Gonna build some more military eventually anyway, I guess. We don't need the resources next turn that much. Cannon is pretty useful for if we want to go for positional army as well. So cannon is pretty safe to build. So like that. Yeah, seems pretty good. And then we draw some more impacts, hopefully. Yeah, competition and architecture, as well as the military alliance. Competition definitely could be okay against green, especially in architecture. We have 2 coal, 2 oil actually even. So that could actually be quite good for us if we go for a lot of architecture, playing that. And we can also go for a big impact of balance. If we go for some more scientific methods or something, that definitely still is an option. So green finishes, or builds up a couple of religions here. Then Mushan plays an aggression on him, the armed intervention, and goes for democracy, builds up even more labs. So yeah, I mean, it's good that blue played the aggression on green and not on us. And looks like this will be 2 more turns to come, like this and the next one, and then it's over. Can we go for the architecture? Probably not. Competition, maybe. So this would be the last chance to go for war. With that military theory coming out, it seems pretty unlikely, even though if we don't take anything that stays on 3, then you can take that, develop that. Population, then he can't fulfill the tactic again. But he doesn't need that. If he just increase population, destroys a bunch of stuff, he can then build 2 more cavalrymen and a swordsman. There's also Air Force that might be coming out 50-50 if I don't take any cards. So let's look how this war would look. We didn't get the Air Force sadly, but can still try how that looks. Go for the modern infantry even. Then we could go for the positional army, 42. Or we don't build the second modern infantry but a tank, then we go to 44, that's slightly more. Sadly we can't go for fundamentalism. Or can we? If we don't go for the modern infantry, no, 1 science missing, and modern infantry are very good anyways, so yeah, I like them, especially with the Colosseum. Can play reserves, upgrade this, go up to 47. Now you can grab the Air Force if that comes out, but he has to grab that, develop that, then he has 2 selections left. And then you can build 1 or 2, that's not going to be more than 47. And then I can play Revolutionary Idea. Maybe the reserves. And maybe waste my last civil action. Can't upgrade anything. And overall, I think that's a good war. 47 against 25. He has military build-up, some reserves, but he doesn't have enough civil actions. Even if he gets air forces and develops them and wants to go for an air force and a swordsman and 2 cavalrymen, so another army and an air force, so that probably would be enough. But taking and developing the air force already is 4 civil actions, so it's 2 left, so he can only build 2 military units. So 1 air force and whatever else he wants. 1 air force is 8 plus 5, that's 13, plus a swordsman can maybe go up by 15. So he reaches close to 40 or a little bit above 40. But we still have the magic castle, that's 5 more strength that we get for sacrificing a tank or something. We get 14 from our army, so there's no way that the shock troops would be better. That can only give 11, and then 12 from the positional armies. So yeah, we can't go for 2 armies of the positional, I think. Could go for 1 fulfilled and 1 not fulfilled, maybe. Let's try that out. We have the time. So the idea would be to build. Yeah, I mean, we would need to delete a lot of stuff. And if we need 8 more units, yeah, I can't do that. Can't fulfill this tactic 2 times. That's 8 units in total. We can't build that many. So yeah, no reason why we would do that. Upgrade the reserves, the revolutionary idea, and I think I just don't take any cards to make the chances even lower that he gets air forces. He of course can get military theory, but again that stays on 3 if we don't take anything. I mean, of course I can take the fundamentalism because why not? And then that war should be enough. Could be close, but we still produce 10. And then if we steal like 10 culture from him, that might be enough. Especially a bit of balance. Only 1 impact in, so yeah, let's hope that this is enough to become 2nd place after losing the first one definitely to Mushan here. No way that no way that we can come in front of him. But we can also defend. If Mushan plays an aggression, we have 2 defend cards. We should be able to defend if we want to. So maybe Mushan even plays another aggression on green here, who knows. But I think this is the best we can do. Forcing green into a war makes it so also that he can't spend all of his civil actions on developing technologies that he would probably like with Einstein. So overall, this feels like the best thing against green. We can't plan to become in 1st place, so we go against green, and this feels like the best thing we can do. Also pretty nice that we have the military alliance, so green can't offer that to blue or anything else like that. So no way for him to get more strength, I hope. And the air forces do come out, but yeah, as I calculated it shouldn't be enough. And what can he do? Builds cavalryman, destroys, builds another, and okay, fulfills the army again. And can actually go for another cavalryman, going up to 45, but we still win it. And with the sacrifice from the image castle, I think that's going to be a lot of culture that you steal. And economic progress, 10 resource for us and 0 for green. That's looking pretty good. Yeah, Mushan is just doing his own thing, finishing fast food chains, going for movies as well. Pretty nice for him. And now it's our turn, and we have to decide if we want to sacrifice something, and I definitely think we do. There's only 1 impact, the input of balance. We could play the input of competition, but yeah, really no question, we're definitely gonna sacrifice something here. So we steal 12 culture, so we're at 79, he's at 62. We still produce more than him. We can also play some impact, like input of architecture. That should be really safe. We can then maybe go for, I don't know, professional sports, computers. Yeah, maybe the computers. Let's play the input of architecture here. He doesn't have any resources for, and some reserves, but yeah, he didn't have any production left after destroying all of his ions. So he won't be building up a lot of architecture, so let's play that. And terrorism, it's too late for that. He can't destroy anything. I mean, he can after this turn, but that won't matter too much. So there's balance and architecture in. We need science, especially if he destroys one of those. So this looks pretty good. So you can destroy one, we still get more from the input of balance. Yeah, the terrorism is not great for us, that he can destroy one of our buildings. Cost us 3 culture from the input of architecture. But we have such a big lead, I think this shouldn't get close. You also can defend if you want to. You can also play this tactic even, go up to 38. And yeah, maybe he has input of strength. But we definitely still want to sacrifice something. And with that input of balance in there, not a lot else that we could do really. Yeah, I think this is about it. Of course, we can take some technologies away. I mean, he has 45 science saved up. And he has Einstein here. That is a lot of culture for him. Especially if he can go for civil service, he gets extra civil action, so we definitely take that away. Maybe just take a lot away if we can. Go for the computers, take that away. And we could also go with civil service ourselves. Grab both of these away so he can only go for the computers. Yeah. And the military theory. So he doesn't get that much from that. And then we can just build a scientific method instead. Play this. We can destroy this guy. Put them here for the architecture and the balance. Because if he destroys our scientific method, if we only have 2, we will go down a little bit. And we can still defend, especially with the Magic Castle. And we have a bit of competition on our own hand, so we can definitely sacrifice modern infantry. I guess we're gonna sacrifice the tank instead. Because then we have some variety. But yeah, I like this a lot more, going for the civil service, taking those technologies away. So he can only spend a fraction of his saved up science. And then we should come in second place. In general, not completely sure about the vast territory. Maybe I screwed myself over again. At least we can save this game a little bit with coming in second place, if we manage to, but I think we should. We would have gotten problems if we hadn't gone for this, and it would have been pretty hard to compete against Mushan anyway. He had a really strong position, especially once he got gates and everything. But yeah, no way to tell if that would have been differently if I hadn't. Maybe I can say I did overbid for the vast, but no idea how it would have ended. If I didn't, I still think Mushan had a great position. So finishing this turn, and yeah, then see what green does. And he goes for military theory and the computers, but after that can upgrade it once, destroy something. And here we have a small lead, and he gets 0 for the impact of balance, so that of course is not nice for him. And then science, yeah, okay, he gets some for science, but then there's only architecture left, 11, 7 and 7, so yeah, we kinda maybe blew it on the colony, but I don't think... Yeah, it's hard to say, as I said before. It's really hard to tell if that was the big mistake, but at least we were able to salvage it a little bit and come in second place. I think in the end that was pretty nice and could have gone differently. But that war was pretty nice. So yeah, this is the first game of the new season, and not the most successful one. Of course, I would have liked to start the season with a win, but we'll have to settle for second place for now. Still 6 more games to come, so nothing decided yet. Let's hope that the next game maybe we can pull off a win.